Hi guys, so today I have a haul for you and it's from ShopMissA. And you know, a lot of I love makeup. Like I'm just gonna put it out there like that. I love makeup. I also like cheap makeup, but I also like makeup that works very well. And ShopMissA is a place that I have been ordering from for probably 2 years. You know, every few months I'll place an order, and they have just continually gotten better and better with the products that they carry, especially their AOA line. But I have a haul for you, and I stuck it in here. I'm not going to go through all the packaging and everything. I have everything, I think, opened up for the most part, because I like, in my hauls, I kind of like to show you swatches and like what I think so far. So I'm just going to start grabbing out of here and order and just get right into it. The first thing is the Wonder Blender, which I didn't have this one open because I already have one of these. This is a backup of this one because this one's getting a little raggedy. But I super love these. They get really soft. The next thing is another Wonder Blender, but this is the one that goes to the animal charity. Everything on ShopMissA is cruelty-free, which is also very important to me. I try to buy cruelty-free products whenever possible. And this one is so squishy. It gets so, and like the difference, like I'm going to put the same amount of pressure on these and you can see, like, I mean, this one's pretty bouncy and squishy, but this one is like, whoosh. This one also gets very big when you dampen it. So I super love this one. I'll probably purchase more of this kind. The next thing in here, which I was not expecting, they've like upped their game on the actual packaging on these. They used to be kind of, but this is an Amuse eyeshadow palette. It doesn't give a number or anything. It's just got, it's got some nice colors in here. I really like shimmery colors. I don't know if you can see those. Oh yeah, this purple here I had swatched, and I actually like, it doesn't, none of these swatch terrible. So they're pretty creamy. They're kind of chalky, but I mean, for $1 for 6 shades, that's, hey, I'm not gonna complain that much. The next thing in here is a Starry concealer. It's kind of like a cream makeup with the little puff thing, you know. And I actually did use this for concealer, and I wasn't angry at it. I thought, I don't know, I wasn't expecting it to like it as much as I did, but it kind of dries down to more of a powdery, like it doesn't stay super oily. So there's that for $1, obviously. Let me see, the next thing in here is the AOA Studio Perfect Setting Powder in Soft Light. I tried this out. It did a pretty good job. I am also not mad at it. It kept my face really nice. It is milled really finely. I did not test the flashback though, and I feel like it will give flashback. The first ingredient is talc and then mica, but I don't know, it doesn't have SPF in it, but I still feel like the way that that is milled, that it's gonna be really flashy. The next thing in here is this fan brush, which I got to replace or retire my other large fan brush. It's looking kinda, he's looking kinda haggard. But these are super fluffy and like bouncy, like they're soft. It's pretty dense. Like there's a lot of fibers. I like it. I'm very happy with this. This was $1. The next thing I got, which I have used, obviously it's dirty, this is the F13 brush. I was pretty impressed with this brush. It's just a blush brush. There's been no shedding of any sort. It's pretty dense, like it's, I don't know, I really liked it. It blended in my shadow, or not my shadow, my face makeup pretty well. I was pretty pleased with that. The next thing in here is an AOA Studio Wonder Baked Eyeshadow in Toast. And I am a fan of warm shades. And this is baked, so I have not tried it wet. Pigmented here, this was right here. It's a very nice shade, just warm brown shimmery shade. I love like neutrally browns. The next thing is it's the same thing. It's almost the exact same packaging except for this is bigger. This is a baked highlighter in Cupcake. This was, I don't know if you can tell, it was kind of cracked down the middle here, but after I kind of like swatched it, it kind of filled itself in. These are gorgeous. They're gorgeous. I have not tried them wet. I don't understand why you would really need or want to. They're pretty bright and they give you, I think they're perfect. They're great highlighters. The next one is a baked eyeshadow in Creme. I believe that they all come with this like dome protector on them. I believe this is Creme, yes. Creme. It looks really white, but it has like the goldish green undertone to it. It looks really great as an inner corner or a brow bone highlight. The next one is the baked eyeshadow in Mars. This is my favorite of the ones that I got. I'm trying to like show the color. It's kind of a darker red. It doesn't swatch super well just because but it looks so pretty on the eye. I love it. The next thing is this, it was actually a kit. This was $2 for 2 brushes, so I mean they were $1 a piece. This is the AOA Studio High Def brush in the E107. I used this to put on cream shadow, and I was very pleased with it. It blended in super well. I'm pretty sure you can, it's pretty universal. It's a sloped brush. I really enjoyed it. This one I have not used, but it's very dense. I'm probably going to do a full face using ShopMissA products. And I will use this. But this is a pretty dense, like, foundation-y type brush. It's sloped. Also, high def, this is the F7. The next thing is a Muse Cosmetics face primer. If we can get the light to cooperate with us. This is the Color Correcting Face Primer Radiant Glow Anti-Redness. I tried this on my hand. I have not tried this on my face yet, which, if you can see, that is what it looks like. And it's kind of like a lotion-y type. It smells pretty good, actually. It feels nice. It kind of dries down. It's not too sticky, but it's definitely something that your makeup will sit to. I don't know about anti-redness. The green kind of goes away when you move it around. The next thing is this diamond lip gloss, which I'm actually going to stick on here because my lips are like screaming. I'm not a huge fan of this applicator. I feel like you don't get very much product on it. And with this kind of a lip gloss, this is more of a topper. With this kind of a lip gloss, you kind of need to get more product than, let's check the mirror here. Yeah. So this has like a purpley, pinky, it's more purple sparkle, but I really love this. It's beautiful. I was super impressed with this. If you're into lip toppers, it's not sticky. You can't feel like the micro glitter in there. I would definitely recommend it. The next thing, which every time I've ordered from ShopMissA, I always try their mascaras, and I've never been super impressed. They're kind of average. This is from She Makeup, and I have not seen this brand on there before, and it's called the Abracadabra Mega Volume Mascara. And if I can pull it, it's just kind of a regular mascara wand, and it's kind of like stringy at the end, if you can see that. But I love this mascara. I'm not even gonna lie. I think it does a great job, and it gives you, not like, I wouldn't even say volume. Like, I don't think that it gives me volume, but it makes my lashes like feathery and like wispy, and it like separates, and just, I like it. It's like your lashes but better. The next thing is a liquid eyeliner from Amuse Cosmetics, the matte liquid eyeliner. It does not dry completely matte, but this stuff is super black. It does not feather, and it dries down super quick. So there it is, swatched there on my hand. And I'll make sure it's dry. Yeah, it's not dry. But like this tail end right here is dry. I totally touched it before it was set all the way. Okay, it's set all the way now. Okay, you see the smudge where I touched it before it was dry. And it does not move. And I don't know, like, it's great. I've had great luck with just stick them down there, with eyeliners from ShopMissA. I've always had great luck with them. The next thing I got is the AOA Studio Perfect BB Cream in Fair. This I got pretty much for summer. That was more than I expected. But here it is on the back of my hand. Just kind of rub it in, and it's obviously light coverage. It's a BB cream. You can use this under your foundation, but I just wanted something to kind of even my skin while still giving my skin like moisture. Skin perfecting, color correcting, yeah. And it doesn't really have a scent, but I was pretty pleased with that. I wore that one whole day. It didn't super break apart on my skin. It didn't make me oily, so that was a good thing. So the next thing in here is the Amuse Illuminate Pro, and this is in Mix 2 Medium. This is a highlighter. I was super impressed with this packaging because obviously this was $1. This is a highlighter. This is almost an exact match to a highlighter that I threw out a couple months ago because I had used it all and I could never find one just like it. It's a little bit more powdery, I guess, than that, but the colors, the finishes, it was from Sally's, and it's beautiful. This is probably one of my favorite things that I got. Thing is this Amuse Cosmetics Contour Trio 3. And I think this is just in color 3, actually. Color 1. Nope, I lied. So, you got the highlight, which is actually not really a highlight. I would just say this is a brightening powder. It's kind of a banana-y shade. And then obviously your contour and your bronzer. Tried the bronzer, definitely loved it. I swatched the brighten portion, loved it. This contour I haven't even swatched, honestly. I think it'll be okay. It's buildable. It's not as dark as I would have liked, I guess. I don't know. It's always weird to tell with swatches on your hands versus your face. But this was obviously $1. This has a screw-on cap, which I'm not super excited about, but at least, you know, it's not, you know, fall all over the place. Oh my goodness, words. The next thing, if you can't tell, I super love face makeup. And the next thing I got is actually a highlighter and bronzer. This is supposed to be a highlighter and this is a bronzer, but this is definitely a blush shade on me. Maybe if you were a little deeper complexion than I am, but I am pasty. These, though, swatch completely gorgeous. This is almost like a duochrome between like a goldie and like a pink. It's gorgeous. I love it. And then the bronzer, it did have overspray on it, but after you even take the overspray off, it's still a very pretty shimmery shade. So definitely love that. We're getting down to the nitty gritty. Okay, this, I was not expecting this. Okay, so one, I have 2 complaints about this. This is a blush palette trio. As you can see, it's been swatched multiple times because I keep having my friends like, hey, you have to swatch this blush, it's insane. But anyways, the first thing is, why would you waste your time sending a brush like this? Because I mean, it's blush and I'm pretty sure you're not gonna apply anything with this, so that automatically goes in the garbage. But so then you have this, which this shade is great. The only I will do one swipe across this on 3 of my fingers. These shades are insane. These 2 obviously are so bright, and then I was like, oh, they'll probably sheer out when you know, apply them. And so I took them on the back of my hand. I was like, oh dear Lord. And like literally, and then I'm like, maybe that's why they sent this brush, just because you only need that much product to do your entire face. It's insane. So I will probably not be using these 2 shades, and if I can find an empty palette to depot just this one in, I will, because I mean, they're super, they're chalky, but they're nice, they're soft, and they're super pigmented, and they feel really like buttery, but like at the same time, like you're obviously getting like chalk, not, I don't know, it's hard to explain, powdery. They're like powdery. But yeah, I am super impressed with like the formula of these shades, but the colors of these 2 are so bright. Here's another Wonder Blender. It is this blender. I totally have not washed this after the last time I used it. It's this one. I bought this one for my friend. The next thing is the Prism Cream Eyeshadow. And I watched Tati's video, and she tried this exact shade of the same thing from ShopMissA, and she was like, wow guys, you know, it's a super winner, and this is so vibrant. It's a win. It's a win for me. The next one is the AOA Perfect Eyeshadow Primer, which I have not tried this, just on the back of my hand like I'm about to show you. Reminds me a lot of the e.l.f. eyeshadow primer, or like the Coastal Scents one. Probably not as greasy though. So I will probably like this because I do like both of those. The next thing is the Sculpting Brow Pencil from AOA Studio, and it's like the triangle looking deal. I got this in medium brown, I believe. It's less of a creamy formula than other brow pencils that I've tried, which I've liked. The other side has a spoolie on it, but it's pretty sheer, so like you can build up the coverage, or not the coverage, like the pigmentation that you would want on your eyebrows. It makes it a lot less easier to mess up the eyebrows. The next thing is the Glow Liquid Eyeshadow. Now, and this is in Thermo, I believe. And they come like this. And I've been seeing a lot of hype about these. So I got one, and I'm like, okay, you know, I'll get this. And I was honestly looking for like more inner corner. I don't really have a lot of inner corner stuff. So like you put it on, right? And it looks beautiful. And then you go to blend it out. And I don't know if I just have to like maybe like dab it how I did there. But like if you blend it out, it kind of blends into nothing. It's just kind of like shimmery. So I don't know if it's like the shade that I got, but I imagine you would have to leave this on probably a little thicker to get like the actual color to come through instead of being very sheer. Because if I just like dab it like that, then obviously you can see the color. But so I'm just gonna keep that right in there. So I mean, it's not bad. I did try it on my eyes, and then I just decided to use it as a base because it had sheared out so much, and I was like, nah, I'll just put another shadow over it. The next thing is the Wonder Brow Tinted Brow Pomade in Caramel. Just kind of a reddish brown. I only stuck my finger in it to kind of see if it was hard. Yeah, it's pretty soft. So I have my little brow pencil here, and I mean, it's kind of a basic brow pomade. I don't know. I wish it was a little, I wish all brow pomades were a little stiffer, but I'm not going to complain for $1. It's going to do the job just fine. Yeah, it's already drying down, so at least it dries down pretty quick, which I like in a brow pomade. The next product is the Wonder Skin Perfecting Blur Primer, which is very odd because, and I don't know if you guys can see that in there, but there's definitely gold glitter. The next thing I got is the Matte Finish foundation from Amuse Cosmetics. I kind of like, I know the packaging is super corny, but I kind of like it. It just comes in like a little squeezy thing. I'm not the biggest fan of these. I always end up squeezing too much. And I tried this. It's really super thick, I'm not gonna lie, but the coverage looks pretty good for being $1. I mean, I put it there. I think it might be a little too light, but we will work with it. And the last two things are the Santee Flawless Perfect Finish Foundation, and I got 2 shades to mix. I don't remember what the shades are, and they are not anywhere on the bottle. It says Smooth and Natural Drop Liquid. Okay, for one, I did try these. They are not terrible. I would probably buy them again. This is not a smooth drop formula. It is so thick, you have to like scoop it out, which I imagine could be a problem for some people to get the product out of the thing. I happen to have some of these. These are called Makeup Misers or whatever these are. And they're basically like silicone scoops that you can put in the bottle and get your product out. So I've tried both of these. I'm kind of a mix in between the 2 shades. I got a yellowy one and a pinky one. And I like them. Not full coverage. I would say medium coverage, but it is buildable. And they don't make my face super oily. Kind of like a demi-matte finish. So that is my haul from ShopMissA. I hope you enjoyed it. If you want more like it, let me know. If you want me to do something different, let me know. that is it for today. Thanks for watching.